This diagram outlines the 5 phases that you go through when you're doing the comprehensive protocol with CellCore. If you're doing the foundational protocol, which is shorter, you're going through the first 4 phases. Although in the foundational protocol, they call them steps, and in comprehensive, they call them phases. So phase 1 is all about energy and supporting your mitochondria and drainage. So making sure that you're having 2 to 3 bowel movements a day. You want to make sure that you're sweating. And if for more information about that, you can check out another video that I made all about the drainage pathways. So phase 1 is the first month of either the comprehensive or the foundational protocol. And so once you get that under your belt, then you move into phase 2, which is supporting your gut and immune system. And this is where you start releasing parasites. And so sometimes you'll see worms come out in your stool, and you're really just supporting the digestive tract to work well, and to start moving things out of there. Then you move into phase 3, which is a whole body immune support, and you're going deeper here. So you're looking at parasites within your organs. So parasites are not just within your intestinal tract, they can be anywhere in your body. So just because you see something in your stool does not mean that that's where it originated from. For example, there's a direct link between the brain and the lymphatic system called the glymphatic system. And so eventually you could have parasites that come from your brain um, go into the glymphatic system and then the lymphatic system and eventually make it to your stool. There could be parasites in your lungs. My mom, for example, had a chronic cough every day and was coughing up mucus every day. And after releasing parasites for a few weeks, her cough completely went away, and she had had it for years. So it's interesting. The parasites can be in any of your organs. And so then after phase 3, you move into phase 4, which is systemic detox. And this is where you're releasing heavy metals, but also radioactive elements. And radioactive elements are actually more toxic than heavy metals and can depress the immune system. And so there's a lot of benefit to releasing those. Glyphosate is another example of what's being released in phase 4. And there's a lot of research on it that's been done around glyphosate. The brand name is Roundup. It's an herbicide, and that's sprayed on a lot of food. And what they've found is they've tested people's glyphosate levels before taking CellCore products, and then they found that within 2 to 3 weeks of taking HMET, which is a binder that supports detox and cellular repair, they can go from massive amounts of glyphosate to very minimal amounts. And so that's being done in phase 4. And then phase 5 is dealing with chronic, deeper infections like Lyme's disease. And Lyme lives with inside parasites. And so that's why it's important to release the parasites and then release the Lyme. Parasites also store heavy metals, so you can't fully get rid of these things until you're clearing the parasites. So that's why this pathway is really intentional in how it's laid out and which supplements you take at which times and the order of them. So even if you've treated certain infections before, you may get different results if you're clearing the parasites first. Let me know if you have any questions.